I'm educated as a painter, so I have no clue about sculpture. I don't think I had a sculpture class in my life. So I think I came through the back door of making things. What things that thrills me are just space. Like, I have a feeling you can hear that line opening up from, Star Trek, like the final frontier. When I go into places, I don't look at any of the things that other people, I'm like, nice tracks, though, look at this molding. I mean, so everything starts being relational to the spaces that it's in. And so I think I get to do a lot of mischief because the gallery then becomes my studio. If I'm feeling good, I'll just be welding. And it's fire. I always thought that every artist is actually a pyromaniac. So, anything that sparks and fire and has sort of this, it feels like you're dealing with forces, real forces when you're welding. Not when it's cold and sanded, and when you're doing it. There's a lot of, and it's amazing. I'm very, very interested in engineering and structures which I've never made before, and so it's really a lot about learning. I think the work, to a degree it always stays the same. It's a little disheveled, it's a little open-ended, but with each show, with each production, with each installation, there's a new methodology, and I love that. I love that. So being able to sort of be a mechanic, a weaver, a sewer, a folder, and how to get these things in space so that you can't feel it. But I was in grad school, and my friend, my teacher, Al Held, connected making work to ideas. Now it's only ideas, so this is going to sound and is very old-fashioned. But he knew that I didn't. He knew that I was just a worker. I was just doing things. I was, in quotes, talented. I had a good hand. I had a good eye. I was bright enough. But he knew I didn't know what I was doing in a certain way. And he demanded that I think about it, that I talk to him, that I go to the museums, and I remember later on thinking, this is interesting, this is a life. Not just like, it keeps me off the streets, someone likes it, my mother thinks it's okay. So I think it's when it connected to a whole life could be led in this pursuit. When I was a kid, going to a museum and seeing Greek sculpture just was my favorite thing to do. I have no idea. It's not like I do anything Greek at all, but I loved, especially the kouros, the very solemn. I just identified. I stood in front of them. I thought I could hear them speak. I don't know. I like that. So I will do that. I'll have a narrative in my head, and a good work will take you someplace that you didn't even know you had those buttons to be pushed. I like that.